Hi guys, it's Bo, and I'm going for a run. You know, mostly our channel is all about running. I'm off for a run. Check it out.
We are 2 weeks out from Myrtle Beach. Today is my last long run. I have 1 mile warm up, 13 miles at marathon pace, and then a 1 mile cool down. Let's do it. Week 16 was another build week, and we are now 2 weeks out from the Myrtle Beach Marathon. I hope that you stick around until the very end. I'm going to give my bold prediction and race plan for this race. I'm a little scared to put it out there, but I think that's what is so exciting for me to share this with you. Stick around to the end of this video, check out what my plan is, and let's get into this week 16. So I started with an easy run on the treadmill. It was raining that morning, so I hopped on the treadmill that morning for 30 minutes. Katie was on the bike next to me, and so it was nice getting to spend a little bit of time in the garage with Katie in the pain cave. 30 minutes in the morning, 9:20 pace. That evening, the rain had let off, and so I was able to go outside and hit up the second 30 minutes of the day to complete an hour total of nice and easy pace, part of it on the treadmill, part of it outside. That takes me to Tuesday. I ran 4 by 9.5 minutes. This was the first big workout of the week. These were longer reps, 1.42 miles, anywhere between 1.37, 1.42. There was a big hill in the second rep, and so that one was a bit slower or shorter. However, these were really tough, and I was able to complete it. I ran with the YMCA group here, but ended up doing all of these intervals by myself, and so really proud of the fact that I was able to hold on at 6-minute 40 pace. The part that I'm really proud of in this run is the consistency on the watts. This was a rolly route, but I was able to maintain between 336 and 339 watts, so that's a really small variation between the lowest and the highest. That took me to Wednesday, which was Valentine's Day. And if nobody told you this last week, happy Valentine's Day. I hope that it was wonderful for you. It was wonderful for me. I got a run in, Katie got a run in, and then we got to spend a little bit of time together that night. Really good way to spend my Valentine's Day. Nice and easy for this one. Average heart rate, 133. Not a whole lot to share here. This was a solo run. Really happy with this one. So that brings me to Thursday, the App State Research Lab. I was able to get quite a bit of footage and share a little bit about what exactly I'm doing at App State, and I'm gonna start that right now. All right, it is Thursday, and I know the lighting's bad. It's a little windy. Hopefully that's not coming through on the audio. But today was a big day. So I had to come in at 6:30 this morning fasted. I came in, they did a blood draw and took my weight, and then I got on the bike and biked for 2 hours and 15 minutes at 165 watts. I would not recommend that if you've not been on the bike in the last 4 months, like I haven't been. But anyways, I finished it up. They took my weight and another blood draw right immediately after the cycling. I had dropped 3 pounds of water weight. They did a second blood draw. I had to wait an hour and a half, and they did a third blood draw. That is the app state cycle number 1, and I have 2 more of these as part of this study. So that was a really good workout on Thursday. This was the first time that I've been on the bike since October when I did Ironman 70.3 Wilmington. And let me tell you, I do not recommend going that long off of the bike and then trying to jump on and ride at a steady, hard effort for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That was painful. Don't do it. But that took me to Friday. This was another workout, 6 by 6 minutes. This one I ran with a couple other people, and so I wasn't as concerned about hitting the exact power targets. I think the exact power targets were around 334 watts, and so you can see I didn't hit them in any of the intervals. Ended up with 10 miles. The average paces there were again 640 to 650. So even though I didn't hit the power targets, I'm not discouraged by this run and really looking forward to how that continues to build the engine. On Saturday, Katie was away. You can click right up here and check out the video from her week. It highlights some of what she got to experience in Oak Island cheering on some of her friends. Make sure you check out that video. Since Katie was away, I had the kids, so I chose to take a 0 day, no running, just take off, spend time with the kids, and we had a really, really good day. Sunday, so if you have run a marathon before, it is unlikely that your plan calls for a 3-hour or roughly 23-mile run 2 weeks before your marathon race. That's what my plan calls for. I was not feeling confident in that. I'm sorry, Coach Steve Palladino. I loved his plan. So I pivoted. I looked at what my wife's training plan had, and hers called for 13 miles at marathon pace. I added a little bit on to the beginning and the end. So I did 1 mile warm up, 13 miles at goal marathon power, which was 300 to 305 watts, and then a 1 mile cool down. I did know what pace I was running at each instance that I looked down, but I didn't know on average what that correlated to throughout the whole run. When I got finished and loaded my run up, I saw it was a 7:26 pace with 500 feet of elevation gain. So I was really excited that I was able to hold 7:26 at a relatively comfortable / hard effort at 157 beats per minute heart rate. This boosted my confidence and carried me into what I'm so excited about, taper week. But first I want to tell you exactly what my plan is. And this is what scares the heck out of me. The fact that I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting out a goal that I'm really scared and I'm not 100% sure that I can meet that goal. I believe that I can based on my training. I believe that I can based on the efforts that I put in my long runs and my workouts. I believe that I can based off of the 5K PR that I set on January 1st, running for the first time for me, running under 20 minutes. All of those things have given me confidence, but I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna put it out there, and then I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and I'm gonna work my tail off during that race to be able to come back to you in 2 weeks and share, hey, I conquered this goal. Or I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say, hey, I failed, but here's what I learned. And so my goal and what I'm shooting for in this race is a 3-hour and 15-minute marathon. My goal now is just to be bold and to go for it from the gun and go for 3 hours and 15 minutes. That equates to a 7-minute, 26-second per mile pace. And I just want you to come back in 2 weeks and see if I was able to do it. So please hit subscribe so that whenever that race video comes out, you'll see it pop up. Let me know down in the comments. Leave me a note of encouragement, or hey, make your own prediction. That's okay too. Predict what my time will be, and then we'll come back in a couple weeks and we'll see who's closest to it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next one.